Today's topic is Galen leather, and I just wanted to show off a few pieces that we're carrying and a few ways that we've been using it recently. So first thing I'm going to talk about are the 2 and the 3 pin cases. So these are handmade in Turkey from Galen leather, and I did talk to the guys about how they pronounce it. Galen. They're okay with however we choose to pronounce it. That's what they told me at the most recent event that we spoke. So right here we have the 3-pin case. It comes in several colors. I'm showing you guys the Crazy Horse Brown, which is a popular choice. So it has this nice little flap so you can tuck the pins in. Nice and sturdy, and it will stretch. For those people who have questions, it has holes. It goes all the way down the length, so you can kind of see the seam, I think, right there. So it's really nice. It's the flap, and you can see how nice and sturdy it's made. The handmade portions, they do have their logo on the back. It may be hard to see. I'll go ahead and add a photo close up so that you can see the detail. So this is the 3-pin and this is the 2-pin. If you need to stretch this out, they do supply us with some wood dowels, so you're able to put that in, wet the leather just a little bit, put it in for a day or two, and you should have this stretched out to the size pin that you might need if it's a little bit tight. So you can see that there's an exterior part right here, and then it has the 2 pieces all the way again down to the bottom, so the pins are completely separate all the way to the bottom of this. And we're really happy with these products, and it's a small family business just like we are, so that's something we definitely appreciate, and they do too. So it's a great partnership. The next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is the A5. So the A5 style Padfolio, I'm showing it in the Crazy Horse Green, and it has a nice little sturdy zipper. Now I didn't completely fill it up, but I did want you to see the general idea of how it works. So I'm not sure if you can tell in the video, but this Crazy Horse is meant to be a worn look. So the leather is already worn. This is going to be a key fob, or for whatever you want to carry. If you want to have a little extra piece, you can even use it as like to put your thumb in. You could probably add your phone on it too. So it can go inside or on the outside of this. So you can see zipped. I did not fill it full of pins because I wanted to be able to take it apart so that you can see how it works. So I've used a couple of Tombow brushes, or brush pins. These are 2-ended, so they are a little bit longer than normal. And then I've also added the Caloro and a nice little Pilot 74. You can see that this little pouch comes out. I just added 2 pins so that I could get it in and out easier. You can see that there's plenty of room for business cards or extras that you might want to have. So this right here stretches. What I have done is put one of their brass, it's measuring tape, but it's Galen leather on there, and cut once, and it also says measure twice, cut once. You can see this fits nicely in this little stretchy space. So the first notebook that I've added is going to be the Rhodia top bound, and this happens to be a meeting notebook, which we use a lot around here. Top bound, A5 size, but you could instead use a side bound such as the Apica. I'm using the thin Apica, so you can see that it can be for top or side bound notebooks. And I'm going to add this so you can see how that works. Closes without an issue. Or you can go with this Nimacine. I have the Nimacine right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this Nimacine in so that you can see plenty of options to choose from. So I chose this wire bound so that you could see that a wire bound will work. So I'm closing it up and zipping it up. Maybe if I could do this one-handed. There we go. So you can see how nicely this zips, and with use it will have even more personality than it already has. So this is the green Crazy Horse. And of course, this was the brown. So this is available in natural, crazy horse brown, and crazy horse green. And this is the A5 style. And you can see that I was able to put 3 different options of notebooks. There's more than that. I just chose these 3 for the demonstration. That is going to be the Galen leather 14 pen case, and it's really made to hold the small pens. So this is for all those people who love their tiny pens. I only filled it with one side just for demonstration purposes. So you can see what it looks like empty. You can see it's turned sideways so that you have more space, and it has this nice little flap to protect the pens that are on each side. Sturdy zipper, nice spine. So what I chose to put in here is going to be a Opus 88 Fantasia, and then I put in a Pilot Prera, which you can see fits nicely. Of course, the Kaweco pen, the Classic Sport, and then we did put in a Lilliput, and I added, of course, a Retro 51 because you can't leave out the all-important rollerball or ballpoint. I've added the Kara's Customs in their smaller size. I did not fit an ink, but I could fit their smaller size. And then I also added a different style in the Kaweco. So you can see this closes easily, zips up nicely, maybe. There you go. And this is again in the Crazy Horse Brown. There are other color options, but this is the one I'm using for demonstration purposes. The next product that I'm going to show you is in there. It's a black finish, and again, the logo is right there. And my hand doesn't work as well as it should, so I apologize. Having a little bit of issue grabbing onto things. So you can see that this is their 5-pen holder. Now, the 10-pen holder is going to be almost identical, except it doesn't have this. Instead, it'll have a space for 5 more pens. You can see that the elastic is in there nicely. The zips close without a problem. So, this is the black, which we do have in stock. And I chose a random assortment of pens. So I went with the Esterbrook, the modern Esterbrook. I went with an E95 Pilot, a Conway Stewart, but not the full size, not the Churchill. And then I went with the Visconti, and this is a fairly large pen, so you can see that it does fit nicely. And then, of course, we had to have a nice looking platinum to shine everything up. I went with a small Blackwing notebook. Now this is a thin notebook, and it's gonna be similar to Field Notes. And believe it or not, the Blackwing notebooks, they come as a 3-pack, and they are fountain pen friendly. So most people think of Blackwings for pencils, but we use these here in the store routinely as fountain pen friendly notebooks for testing and for products. So you can see these come in all different sizes and shapes. You can get blank, dot, lined in these, and they come in different colors. So that's just one of the many brands that will fit in here. The Baron Fig will fit, as of course the Field Notes will as well. I was able to use some Rhodia and some Clairefontaine notebooks, so there's a variety of options. This will only take a side open style, and it will not take a thick notebook, so it's really made for something that has under 70 pages. So you can see how this works. Of course, I took this out for demonstration, and now, there we go. So you can see how that works. It's a nice black finish. And last but not least, I'm going to show you guys a 6-pen holder. So this is also a different color. This is the brown leather. It's not a Crazy Horse. It has a nice finish that is clean without the worn look. So this is available in this color is available in more than one style. I am just showing you guys different options so that you can see the variables that you could use. So again, Galen leather logo, it's on the back. This has a more rounded edge as opposed to the other, which has a more squared edge. So you can see this closes nicely right there. This is the 6-pen case, and the pens that I chose to put in here were the Twisby and a Peniter and one of my personal favorites, a Faber-Castell. So you can see that they were able to fit without an issue, and they zip without a problem. Maybe. Actually, the problem is me and my uncoordination. I don't want to forget to discuss the notebooks. So we talked about notebooks that fit into these various Padfolios, but what we didn't talk about is the one that is made by Galen Leather. So Galen Leather makes several sizes, and they have a notebook that comes as a 3-pack, and it has this cool little packaging. So you can store these or any other kind of odds and ends that you might want to in the future. So this 3-pack is Tomoe River paper, and I'm showing you the pocket size. It comes with a lined and a graph sheet so that you can use them as a guide whenever you have your notebook going. And the lines are thick enough and dark enough that you can see right through the paper. And I don't know if you can on this, but you never know, you might be able to. So these come as a 3-pack with the liner. Kind of cool little extra. It also has this. This is a soft, bendable material so that you're able to put this under your projects as well. So I've got it underneath the paper. I don't know if you guys can see it. So we've lined it all up to make it handy and useful. This also comes in the A5 and in what we traditionally call the traveler size or the slim. See, nice little zipper pouch to protect everything. And you can see the A5 is in a gray color. The pocket is in a green cover color. So these all come as 3-packs. If you guys have any questions for me, I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget that you can like us and subscribe to hear more of the latest products that we're bringing into the country or that we've found from around the country. And we love hearing from you guys. Feel free to email us at benes1938@gmail.com. You can find us on our website at benes1938.com. These products and many more will be available on our website. You can also come to the store. We're in Little Rock, Arkansas, so if you ever come down Interstate 30 or Interstate 40 and you're coming through Arkansas, don't forget to stop by. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 5. If you're going to be here on one of the days we're closed, you can always shoot us an email because sometimes we're in on our days off doing the behind-the-scenes work such as this. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Let's see if I can make this work. Did not stop.